Hi, in this video I want to tell you more about the Freemason gynecologists in Germany. The Freemasons are generally narcissistic, women-hating, sexist pieces of God's shit, as I call them. And sadly, they are also involved in not only in road building and in building buildings, but also in gynecology. And let me tell you, this is the worst part of sadism. Narcissistic sadism of the male species towards women. First of all, everything a gynecologist says is completely wrong. That birth is hard, that it is painful, that it's this and that. We are made to think that giving birth is a nightmare and is horrible. That it's painful and that it's not something to go through, but to look forward to your child and to welcome your child into the world. But I cannot talk about children because I don't have any, thank goodness for that. Who wants to have a shithead of these motherfucking male species running around at the moment? But I have caught myself, I am promiscuous, I was promiscuous, and I was living my feminist side to the fullest, so I was kind of like grabbing myself the man I wanted. I did not want to have a relationship at all because I'm not interested in one word a man says or the average man says. If someone has an IQ of 150 and he has a lot of knowledge that is helpful and interesting for me, then I'm interested in that man for a while. Would I like to have him around me if he's a sexist twat? No. Of course not. Why would I discriminate myself? So most of the men only have a dick that is interesting. And not even that is interesting because it usually stings, they are not self-caring, they do not love themselves, the sperm is very low vibing, energy, so it's not interesting. But I'm 45 now, and until 3 years ago I was fucking around whenever I wanted to. And then the narcissists figured that out, that it's my choice and that I'm not a rape victim or anything, that it's my choice. And they started to rage, which I like. I like it when men start to flip out because I know that rage destroys people. They usually smoke more cigarettes, they take drugs. And I want the destruction of men, of the male species. Because most of them are narcissist scum, They're just gone wrong God's experiment. And it was interesting to watch them, but now they can just fuck off, And I think we are really on a good path to get rid of the male species. But anyhow, I caught myself a STD, and only God knows what it was because no one has tested me. I went to gynecologist for 3 years, different types, maybe 10 different females, males. All of them said that I don't have a STD, which is just completely crazy. I always knew that I have STDs of different kinds. And it's just unbelievable that all of these tests were negative. And if I go to a drugstore and I get myself just for $5 a test. It tells me that I have a STD. Something is very strange, huh? It says that I have tryptomania or whatever it's called. And I went to a hospital and they tested me and they found out that I have something very bad, Mycoplasma hominis. I guess I still have traces of that. But I must have something else also. So, what the evil gynecologists do is they just don't test the women. And the women need medicine for their STDs. And the men say, the men are actually, the narcissists are very embarrassed. They are very, very fond of their reputation. They like to fuck around, they carry STDs with them, and they give them gladly to women, but they would never admit it and they would never go to a doctor or say, listen, I have a STD. They would never ever do that because it would harm their reputation. They would never openly admit that they have these STDs because what they want, and this is what they also achieve, is that it's all the females' fault, and men are actually playing with females' neediness and with her guilt and shame. This is what the men like, and this is how they keep the woman in neediness and in scarcity and in the supply mode where the man can always access these needy victims. And the gynecologists, it's kind of like a roadmap, as if these gynecologists speak to each other and say, listen, don't give her the medicine. They don't give out the medicine, but I'm not the only case. I heard that thousands and thousands of women in Germany, they don't know what they have. First of all, they have a STD and they don't know what they have and they don't receive the medicine. What the men hate against the woman is that she wants to eat healthy. She wants to live off nature's food. And this is what the men hate, that she wants to become independent and strong. This is what they are raging against. But she will do it anyway. And she will receive the medicine whenever she wants to, because you can order it in the internet now.